Hello, my ambitious Capricorns. Thank y'all for joining me for this week's Love Tarot reading. In the description below is all the information if you want a personal reading with me. So without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and just jump into your energies. I feel like the momentum, I feel very good today. Okay. So I want to use that time to or the energy that I feel to go ahead and make sure I get your reading out. So what I'm gonna be doing is basically selecting one card for each day of the week, and with that is going to tell me what energies you might be experiencing on that day. At the bottom of the deck is going to be the advice from spirit, and after that energy, if it's clear, then I won't use the clarifier, but if it's not, I will go ahead and use the clarifier from the top of the deck. So I do have all of your cards out right now. At the bottom of the deck we have the Ten of Cups. Okay, Capricorn. All right, so starting off the week, we have a Page of Pentacles in reverse. So I see you with the drawing, a step of commitment that you might have made. So rather that be like in the upright, this is kind of like investing into something, beginning to know like, okay, I'm gonna take, you know, my commitment or my abundance that I have in something. I'm gonna start little by little investing into something that I foresee has the potential to give me the Ten of Cups, which is ultimate stability and abundance. And I see on Monday you might be withdrawing that energy back. So maybe you might be thinking like, okay, I thought that this was a place that I can put, you know, my commitment into, but maybe not so much. So I feel like you're trying to kind of undo a little bit, or take some type of step back. That's supported by the energy on Tuesday of Six of Wands in reverse. So Six of Wands in the upright, we know this is like celebration, this is overcoming inner conflict, and I feel like on Tuesday the inner conflict or the situation might be overcoming you. So this might be the reason why you're pulling your energy back, because the situation that you've invested into is showing too much chaos or showing instability, and you're not wanting to take action or like have a victory in that right now. Wednesday, I see the potential for new growth. I feel like you're taking that energy, and instead of investing it into a situation, you're trying to re-nurture or put that energy back into yourself. And this might be something that you're doing that you're not really telling people about. So I don't think you're really explaining to the other person on why you chose to pull back your energy, why you're choosing to no longer invest, the fact that you kind of just want to work on yourself. I think that it's something you're keeping to yourself. So you're just kind of changing your actions and kind of really not giving an explanation. You really just want to be at peace and kind of nurture on yourself right now. On Thursday, I see the energy of the Four of Pentacles. So supporting this is kind of like all of your energy looks like a withdrawal so far. So like taking back energy, wanting to hold on to stability for yourself and kind of be a little, what other people might call selfish. For you, you look at it as like, hey, I'm being strategic, or I'm being I'm making sure that I'm good above all things. Like I don't want to X myself out trying to invest in something else. Stability and those type of things that go with stability, like money, abundance, all that is very important to Capricorns and earth signs in general. So you're more easily than other signs to make sure that stability is your number one priority. So like more than love, more than the emotions behind situations, it's like, no, I cannot let any situation get in the way of me being okay. So you're like, nope, I'm taking, you know, all my pentacles back. I'm gonna work on myself, be a little bit selfish, because I just can't be for sure that this is the direction that I should be going. So I see you taking that approach. And then on Thursday, I see the King of Swords. So there might be an energy that's being a little cold towards you. So someone's response towards you doing that, you might have a standoff. So someone might feel like, oh, okay, so I see how you're trying to be. You're trying to be like more to yourself or look out for who you feel is number one. And they might be, I feel like normally the, you know, the King of Swords, they have their sword up, right? But they might not be saying anything either. So they're taking more of a silent, cold, and distant approach to where they're kind of reflecting a different type of energy. So you might be doing it out of love for yourself, out of self-love, or wanting to just like hold on to your abundance. Or you could be doing it for being like selfish. For some of you that might be in like a lower vibration, this energy is matching that energy in equal opposite direction. So they're doing it as like, okay, this is what you're doing, so I'm gonna do this. Like, I'm gonna be cold and distant, and I'm gonna pull back, and I'm not gonna have much to say to you either. And they're doing it because the way that they're perceiving the situation. So King of Swords is in a high energy, so their thoughts and their sense about a situation, even if you're trying to make it come off a different way or say like, well, I'm only doing this because this, they're like a cut through BS type of energy. So they're like, yeah, you're saying it about self-love or this, but I really know you're just trying to be selfish and not do this. So I see through that, so I'm going to meet you here. Or if you are truly doing it from a sense of like self-love or self-value, then it's just based off their perception. So they believe for their perception to be law or to be the truth at this point in time, so they're reacting based off of that. And then I feel like this person also goes back to manifest like a new beginning for themselves, or something new. Like they're wanting to take their energy and cultivate it somewhere else. So you see that they're by themselves, so it's kind of like you're inspiring them to go within themselves and say, okay, well, if this person is taking their pentacles or their sense of stability and they're using it to turn it into themselves, well, then I'm going to match that, and I'm going to make sure that I'm okay too. So it's like inspiring somebody to be independent. And for them, I see that maybe on Sunday, and I hope that I did say that that was Saturday's energy, which is the Magician. On Sunday, I see the Ten of Pentacles. So this Ten of Pentacles can represent both of y'all kind of going to y'all's corner and creating y'all's own individual stability. And then on Sunday, it's an opportunity for y'all to bring those stabilities together to say like, okay, while I haven't been in contact with you, I've made this kind of business deal, I set this stuff aside for me, and y'all might share it with each other. Or you both might decide that y'all stability is best with someone else or somewhere else. So for each people, it will be different. I do see at the bottom of the deck a Ten of Cups. So that Ten of Cups from Spirit lets me know that by being independent and each person practicing self-love and making sure that their stability is in line, it'll also bring the emotional stability that you guys both are seeking in the emotional contentment. Like sometimes in relationships we can become codependent on one another, so that codependent energy also impacts our emotions as well as our ability to provide for ourselves. But sometimes when we take a step back and retreat, it could turn out better for us than we expect. So because we're both taking time to like empower ourselves, so that empowers the relationship. So I feel like overall it might be, you know, perceived a certain way, but in the ending it really actually turns out good. So I would say go for it. Like make sure that you take care of yourself, because taking care of yourself, you can't pour from an empty cup. That's all I have for you this week, Capricorn. So I'll see you guys next week. Thank y'all for checking out my channel.